And we're back. What's up, guys? Probably should have changed my shirt, make it look like a whole different day, different video. If you're watching this without watching the last video, don't worry about it. You wouldn't get the joke. But I'm giving away free info. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in a Dilla mode, and it just stopped on me. I can't even say another word. Like Dilla. If you're not familiar with J Dilla, you should get familiar. Great music, great just chill out music. And he was one of the greatest hip hop producers of all time. All right, so let's go. Let's go to Life. Here we go. Life. This is called J Dilla Life. All right, so perfect instrumental for what I'm about to talk about. So I'm giving away free info. That also includes plus coaching services, mentoring, consulting services, and tons more. The last video I did, if you didn't get a chance to check it out, please right after this, or maybe if you got time another day. Hey Sheila, Michael, what's up? I'm glad now. Okay, so now everybody's talking, which is great. Oh wait a minute, wait. Got too much going on here. I got too much Dilla happening right now. Hey, Brenda. All right, so I've got a lot to talk about. If you didn't get a chance to watch the last video, when you get a chance, go back to the last video I just did right before I cut the live stream back on. Great info in there. Totally different than what I'm talking about right now, but all linked together. I can't say it's totally different. It actually is very much linked. It's a different aspect of it. So much so that I had to stop and do another video. What's up, Maccabees? Jamil Honesty in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Hey man, if you there, say what's up, bro. Unless you just passed on through. And I'm glad to see you because of this topic. So I'm giving away free info. Here we go. I'm completely doing a inside and out overhaul. There we go, bruh. Free oatmeal. Yeah, man. All right, cool. Thank you, Phil. I'm completely overhauling my entire personal brand. No more will you ever just know me as a musician ever again. And the thing is, I'm getting ready to be one of the most indispensable people to my community, to my city, and to, I would say first, the musicians and artists and creative entrepreneur industry in our city here in Baltimore, and then and as well as abroad, because it'll be online where I'm doing most of my work. But being an indispensable source to artists, musicians, and creative entrepreneurs in general. And then also on the flip side, being an indispensable resource to just the everyday person who just lives life, loves music, and just follows me because I could play a little piano here and there. That's, and what I mean by that is between information, my new brand is music, motivation, information, education, and even a tad bit of corny humor. Y'all like how I did my own censor there? That was cool. So anyway, so what I mean is this, and I'm excited. That's why I'm taking my time. So bear with me. I'm really excited because I'm going to pour out to the people. Pour out. So one of the things I'll be dropping this week, I'll start from the lowest common denominator. I'm going to be starting a concept this week called GEMS. 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 You know how people are talking, and when somebody says something that's useful or helpful or is wise, people say, man, they dropping gems. She's dropping gems. He's dropping gems. So, that happens a lot in the conversations that I have with people, and it's been happening for years because of the fact that, I started music late. I didn't start music until I started this stuff that you're listening to because I was into hip hop heavy since I was about 14. But when it came to playing keys and, you know, learning music, arranging, and all that kind of stuff, that came when I was 19 and really 21, when I started to really learn how to play the piano. So with that being said, and in the field that I was in at that time, which was gospel, most of the players around me, I mean, they had been playing since they was knee-high to a fly. I love these hearts. Whoever's throwing these hearts, I love you back. Don't matter whether you're man or woman, I love you back. But, you know, at the time, there were so many people, oh, man, I keep having my Dilla stop. Oh, you know what, y'all, my internet is going crazy. The internet, it should be a law against the internet going, like, bad when Dilla is on. If there's any Dilla head, I need one. Like, somebody creep up in here. Oh, wait, Hassan, where you at, man? Where you at, Hassan? I'm telling them that when Dilla is on, man, you can't have your internet messing up, man. Like, you see, it keeps stopping my flow. Like, Dilla just puts you into a vibe. All right, I think we're going to be back in a few seconds. So, yeah, but anyway, back to the subject at hand. I'll get this straight. The thing is, all right, there we go. Come on, Dilla. Help me out. There we go. All right. Hey, Michael, you need to find some Yellow Jacket charts. So here's what you do. I'll tell you some places to find. This is a part of where I'm going with this. I'm getting ready to be an indispensable resource. So I'll tell you where to find those, because I got a bunch of them. And I got one great physical one right here, which is the Yellow Jackets songbook, and the rest I have actually on my computer, and I'll show you how to get them. But the main piece of the equation, though, is if you stick with me as far as me shedding on my new, I'm getting ready to start shedding live on YouTube and start doing it on a daily basis and making it be where you guys can see and understand what I'm playing, learn the theory behind it and everything. So, yeah, stay with me, brother. And so with that being said, which links to where I'm going, gems. You know how people say that someone is dropping gems? That happens a lot in the conversations that I'm in, because I just happen to have a good amount of experience, and that's where I was going with this. I started playing keys when I was 21, but I've pretty much been an entrepreneur and a business-minded person since I was 14. Since I was out there like hustling snowballs and newspapers and having like several different people working for me and all that kind of stuff. Like I've always been that. So I feel like I know that that's one of my greatest offerings. It's all good, bruh. Even if you're a sax player, you're gonna be good, cause I'm gonna have the notes displayed on the screen where you can see exactly what I'm playing, even on the keyboard, and hear the notes. You're gonna be fine, bro. So I've been an entrepreneur and business minded since I was 14. What allowed me to catch up to all the people that were already playing when I started playing keys was my discipline, and it happened to do with like my business approach and that kind of thing. And I was able to put together some things, and in like 4 years put together a 6-figure year business. And I want to show everybody else what I did and how to do it for their business with things that can apply. So starting off with gems. Check this out, Hassan. Gems, man. I'm dropping it this week. A concept called gems. And what gems is that you got GEMS. You know how people say you're dropping gems. I'm also going to be flipping it as an acronym. That acronym, GEMS, is giving everyone my science. And basically the concept is that I'm going to have so much content coming out that's helpful for people. And gems is going to be like the conversations that you and I have, the conversations that I have with everybody who I'm just sharing information with to help them. Because I don't understand how anybody could be stingy with information. Give me a thumbs up or something if you feel the same way. Like, I feel like my motto is what I know you know. Thank you. My motto is what I know you know. And I've been saying it for years, and it's going to be the tagline for my, and Hassan, you know, bruh, you know, J Dilla win, bruh. I mean, I'm on fire right now. If you've ever talked to me about anything and had a question about anything, what I say at the end of my conversations, when people say thank you is it's nothing, man. What I know, you know. What I know, you know. That's my tagline. So gems, giving everyone my science, will be conversations that I have with people on a regular basis where I'm giving them advice, giving them my experience, teaching them things, and just pouring out. It'll be where everyone is able to be a part of that conversation and have access to that information, because I'm going to have gems airing on my podcast every week. And so you'll get to listen into the conversations. Oh, no. I'm messing up everything, y'all. You'll be able to listen into the conversations, and you'll be able to get the information that I'm giving to be able to apply it to your business, your artistry, your musicianship, your career, your path, your schedule, whatever it is, right? Now, that's going to be a bunch of free information. Then on top of that, I'm going to be doing videos where every Monday you'll be able to tune in for business tips and information on my YouTube channel. It's going to be a series of videos teaching everything from marketing and promoting to positioning yourself in certain ways for opportunities, to getting, like someone asked me the other day what I think about taxes and insurance and that kind of thing for musicians. I have a whole thing. My Fruition, some of you guys know Fruition as a band, right? And that's a spinoff actually of the entire company. The umbrella is actually Fruition Music Incorporated, because it's an S corporation, and many musicians and artists don't know about what it means to be incorporated or why they should be incorporated. They also don't know the difference a lot of times between LLC and S Corp, and how many different returns that you have to do and how it protects you. And it protects you as far as liability. You have liabilities and that kind of thing. Most people don't know that. So what I want to do is help people do that. I want to help everybody to form their corporations, to write everything off on your taxes like you should be able to do, because if you're a musician and if you're driving your car, working your off, y'all like how, see, this is perfect. I censored myself at the same time when the music dropped out. How dope was that? But when you're working yourself like that and you're using your phone every day and you're using your car every day driving to gigs, how to be able to put that under your corporation, how to be able to prepare for retirement and all that kind of stuff, and have SEP IRAs and Roth IRAs, and knowing that you can't play piano forever, and you can't rhyme forever, and one day you might not have the voice that you had before, and you don't want to have to rely on the next opportunity. So those kind of things, plus stuff like how to really market on social media, because too many of us are doing it wrong. A lot of the things that I've learned that a lot of people are watching, which I so appreciate, because people are telling me every day, like, man, I see what you're doing. I've been following you. Like, I like what you do. Cool. I love it. I so appreciate it. There's a lot of things that just make sense to me as far as how to flow. And so I want to be able to offer that to everybody. I also I'm going to be doing reviews. I got all kinds of stuff. I got all kinds of like crazy. I can't even pull it off now when I want to. Like, I got all kinds of crazy stuff, going on here, like certain kind of cameras and stuff that I use, like all kinds of things, y'all. I can't even, like, what kind of microphones to use and why, and why to use this particular microphone, which is $1,000 microphone, versus, I can't even find it. I got stuff around me, but I don't even know what to grab next. There's so much stuff. But if y'all saw this shelf over here alone, like, I don't want to show it to y'all because it's a mess, but yeah. Anyway, making equipment recommendations. I'm doing reviews on products. There's another one. Reviews on products like this, and why you need one ASAP. Why you need the Osmo ASAP. And how I get the effects. How I get the effects in my videos that I get. As well as, like I said, business strategies branding strategies. When I say branding, what I mean is understanding like how to set up your business, understanding like how to what you should do on certain social media platforms and at what time and why, you know, as well as like there's times when I hear people's projects, and I respect everything that everyone does, and you know, I'll never knock what anybody does. I might have a different opinion about it, but I'll never knock it though. And so, but there'll be times when I hear people's projects and I'm like, like, yeah, I mean, I definitely hear what you're saying, but like, there's a whole different way you should be approaching that if you're really trying to get where you're trying to get. The old music industry style versus the new. I will never ever, I'm saying this on camera for the two people that's here, I love y'all. Wow. I will never ever rely on the two traditional models that we've used, that was a part of the old industry as far as what it meant to be an artist and musician in the old industry. I will never again rely on just trying to write a great song or try to get a gig, you know, $100 gig or $1,000 gig. It's more to it than that. At this point now, that's an 1/8 inch of the pie when it comes to branding, when it comes to what you can offer. There's new ways to teach now. There's new ways. I mean, all of us as musicians, we should have affiliate marketing plans happening where you're doing affiliate marketing for Amazon because of the fact that every time I go out with this is an Amazon product that I can actually route to other people and do a review on it. Like, it's so many things that we can do. So what I want to do is, hey, Jan, I love you. What I want to do is I want to be able to give back. So between my podcast, between my YouTube channel, I feel you, Andrea. It was 1,000 people here, but like, yeah. So I guess the numbers, but oh yeah, you know what? As you say that, I'm looking over here. It says 2, but over here I'm seeing actually more than 2. So anyway, thank you for straightening me out. But helping musicians and artists to understand everything from business setup to how to market on social media to how to treat fans. Now, let me say this, Andrea and Michael and Hassan, let me say this. Like, there's, I'm going to tell you something. Most people who are artists and musicians actually do not know how to treat their fans. And that's, I know that might sound judgmental, but this is what I mean. I'm not saying that many of us are nasty towards our fans. Not that. There's a certain way that you treat your fans, like more than just hey, buy this, hey, listen to my new this. Like, nah, you know, being able to show your fans that you care, being able to do things and invite them in on personal experiences to show them how much you care and how much, like, you're just a real person. You're just a regular person, you know, just trying to put one foot in front of the other, and just showing appreciation on a whole different level. There's not a lot of people who really know how to treat their followers, their supporters, and their fans. And I mean, from the perspective of how much we give. So where I am is in a new phase of giving. I'm in a new phase of giving. So my coaching services are available and ready right now. I actually just launched my new Patreon account. And basically what I'm going to be doing is giving away tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of information on my YouTube channel. Some of it will be on Facebook, but I really want to get you guys over to YouTube because I'm trying to build there, because that's my television station. That's my network. And that's what I'm going to be showing other artists and musicians too, because that's actually our networks. And that the focus there should be heavy. And I don't mean just randomly putting videos on there. I'm talking about like how you see television networks that have different kinds of episodic content, where they have some content that is fully polished and full production, and then they have short form content that's just 60 seconds of motivation to the people that love and care for them, or showing them that am on this journey of weight loss, like, you can do it too, leading in different ways. And there's certain ways that you do that. Now, the good thing is that, we have social media. So all of us are throwing around darts everywhere, even carelessly. And I'm going to tell you what I mean when I say carelessly. This is what I'm going to tell you. Just give me 30 seconds because my dilla's gone again and it's hard to flow. But what I mean is that, J Dilla playlist. What I mean is, okay, let me go here. This is one of my favorite playlists. I'm actually gonna do a series where Dilla is part of my flow too on the same topic. In fact, I'm doing it now. This will be the thing. It'll be Dilla. I gotta find a name. Dilla and what? Something else with a D that has a rhythm to it. Come on, son, hit me up, man. Dilla and what? Dilla and Diggin'. Dilla and I don't know. I gotta figure it out. But that's gonna be my flow. Talk business over Dilla. That's it. Because that's what's put me in the zone. So being able to offer people another level of, on your journey, bringing value to them, doing podcasts and doing different kind of episodic content. Yeah, donuts. Yeah, man. I gotta think of something that's like Dilla and like digging in on this kind of stuff, man. Just getting on it heavy. But anyway, y'all, I'm sorry for stalling so long. I'm trying to get my thoughts together. The thing is, there's different ways to show people appreciation. And there are too many people out here that are trying to just get people to buy their music as opposed to bringing value to people's lives. Like really, truly bringing value to their lives. And that's what really was the foundation of starting the Fruition community. Because the whole idea is this isn't about like just slugging away in the studio and saying, hey, buy my 99-cent song. Nah. This is about like, okay, we're all on a journey together in life. We're all coexisting together. So being as though I'm this creative entrepreneur, I have this platform and I have these tools that I could bring more value to your life. From the perspective of like, it's the Mahalia Jackson concept. It really always comes down to that for me. It's like, if I can help someone, if I can help somebody, then my living isn't in vain. And the thing is, as creators, whether musicians, artists, and everybody in general, but just speaking from this particular corner of the market, we have a special gift that's able to reach people in masses of ways, with such harmony and beauty, man. It's amazing. So what I want to do is lead the way as far as teaching us how to do that, because there's too many of us. What's happening is, this is where I was. My train of thought is coming back now. I was saying that because we have social media, it means that we actually have the ability. We're all throwing darts. We're throwing darts. And what I mean by throwing darts, everybody's going live. And I'm live right now talking about people going live. But I feel like my live right now is strategic. It's particular. I might not have 1 million people, but I will soon, because I'm getting ready to open it up. And the thing is, now everybody's going live on the toilet. Like, people are just going live digging up their nose. Like, so everybody's throwing darts. It is bringing more attention to what we're doing as musicians and artists. But at the same time, though, it's not being used in a strategic way that could really take a lot of us as musicians and artists out of the starving artist rut, and actually to a place where we're thriving off our careers, and where we're also showing the people who are supporting us more value than ever, and like bringing, like, just giving of ourselves. That's what essentially what I'm saying. Like, literally, where we're giving of ourselves, pouring ourselves out. And many people, what I see is the bridge, and this is what I mean. In 'll say, let's take it back to 2008. 2008, I started seeing sales happen on a project that I had on iTunes and Amazon. Hey, Miss Cynthia, looking forward to seeing you this weekend. I had a project on iTunes that started moving, and I wasn't doing any marketing. So I realized the potential, and I took my entire music catalog and dumped it there. And within 4 years, I doubled the income every year of Fruition Music. And by year 4, there was over $130,000 in revenue. Now, this isn't so much about like, wow, I made all this money. It's more so from the perspective of the brand was known around the world and people's lives were being like really changed. And it was because of the fact that I dug into a niche that was about like really helping people. And I'll tell you this much, right? So much so that when I put together the concept, I told it before on Facebook and a Facebook Live, but I'm gonna do an official like video series on it on my YouTube channel in HD, so it can be done right. But when I first came up with the concept of performance tracks, and this is when I was in the gospel industry, and I was looking at organizations that didn't have musicians, and so I wanted to do something that helped. So what I decided to do was to start putting together backing tracks for organizations that didn't have musicians in order to help. And I decided to take it from the price of $25 per unit, which was still super cheap. I'm gonna tell y'all how, because I got laughed at by the top companies out there as I called them and told them my business plan and asked them questions about theirs. And I mean the top companies like Universal and Warner and Daywin and these kind of places. So anyway, to continue on, I wanted to help people. So I took the price of the product all the way down to pennies, like literally 99 cents. People thought I was crazy. I called the owner of Daywin Music and Publishing Company, who's a big performance accompaniment track, backing track company out Midwest. And when I told the head guy there, the CEO, he laughed at me. He said, "You're gonna be, out of business like before you even begin." And it was because he thought I was completely underpricing. But I knew what I was doing because I saw the niche that I was gonna serve, and I saw that their company, even though they had the big operation, they had several departments and different workers and a whole staff of musicians and engineers and people that are vocal experts and all that kind of stuff. And I was just one person. I saw that they weren't able to at all cater to the audience, that they didn't have the most money and they weren't in organizations that had a lot of resources. They were people who liked to sing and make music, but it wasn't their career. It was just a hobby. And this company couldn't afford to service those people because they needed to price their products way higher so that they could pay their staff, and that made sense. But what I saw was the other aspect, and my whole thing was helping people. So I did that, and the people were so helped around the world. It was at one point where I couldn't even pronounce the names of the countries that my music was the top in that particular category in. Places like AIEA, Hawaii, I never forget it. And every month it was that, and so the company's known all around the world for that reason, but it's because of how much the company helped people, brought value to people's lives. Let me tell y'all this, and this is the tip I'm getting ready to be on. I'm going to teach other musicians and artists how to do this. So I'm not exaggerating. I'm not a liar, and I'm not an exaggerator. There was one point between the years of 2012 and 2014 where I was releasing an album a week. Every week for 2 years. If you don't believe me, go to YouTube, type in Fruition Music Perform, and you'll see type in Fruition Music and you'll see a channel that comes up that's called I'm sorry, I'm looking at my playlist. See what I want to hear next. All right, let's go here. You'll see a channel, Fruition Music Performance Tracks. When you go on there, look at the amount of videos that's on that channel. Every last video on that channel was one that I made, and it was a part of an album that came out every week. I made over 1,850 videos on that channel. And this isn't saying it to brag. I'm saying it because I was in overdrive with helping people, showing people appreciation, bringing value to them, making their lives better via a gift that I had that turned into a product. Sure, it benefited me. It was great. But what was more impactful to me was how I impacted other people's lives. So I was releasing an album a week, 9 different songs a week, 9 products a week. And I'm getting ready to be back on that same kind of thing. Not with songs, with motivation, with tips and advice, with education, with music tutorials and review videos to help people to choose the right products, videos to help you structure your business, as well as coaching services and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm being so long-winded, but I hope that, you know, what I've said so far is something that sounds exciting to you. Whether you're a person who will be able to benefit from this directly, or you're a person that just appreciates what I have in mind. So Gems drops this week, where you'll be able to hear all the conversations that I have with people and be able to pull from there, get the gems that I'm dropping, the information that I'm dropping for free. The tutorial videos, my In the Shed series, where I'll be practicing at least 5 days a week. This is my normal practice, and where I'll stream my practice live. I'm not talking about a video on Facebook that just says Aaron Hill is live. I know I'll have people that tune in for that and they'll enjoy it. This is on a whole different level. You're going to be, okay, cool, man. Thank you. No doubt. I'm going to be streaming live on YouTube, and it's basically going to look like a tutorial video where you'll be able to see my overhead, see exactly what I'm playing on the piano. So if you're a pianist, you can learn from that. You'll see a digital keyboard that has all of the notes and that kind of thing that I'm playing, so that a person can slow the video down and learn it. You'll see the chord names and notes and everything. Plus, after I stop the video, and you'll be able to play the video back from there, I'll also have the file available from the video, from everything that I played in that video, where you can put it in your recording program and see everything that I did, every last chord, every last phrase, every note. And musicians will be able to learn so much from that, and I'll be able to just literally give away everything that I know musically to everyone. Gems is giving everyone my science. I'll be dropping gems. This is exciting, you know, and I promise you all, I probably don't have to say it, but I promise you all, I'm genuinely excited about making people's lives better and making them happy and doing things for them. So I'll be doing that. What else? The vlogs. I'll be vlogging my journey. You'll be able to join me for the funny moments, the family moments, the musical moments. Wait till you all see how the gigs start looking when you see the video back. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be really crazy. So I think that's about it, y'all. My goal is to be an indispensable resource to the world. My goal is to give everyone my science. My goal is to not hold back any information. My goal is to be able to multiply people's prosperity and multiply their successes in their lives, because of the fact that I was maybe a bit different than some other people that they knew, that I had no ego around helping the next person to be able to achieve what I've achieved and more. And so that's where it is. So the thing I need from you guys most is to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notifications button, so that way you can see, because I'm building up my television station, and I'm saying that for a particular reason. My new brand is Aaronhillsworld, and that is the network. And the network consists of music, motivation, education, information, and a tad bit of humor. Podcasts, tutorial videos, review videos, vlogs of the journey, informational videos about other things, and just more info. So I'm gonna shut up now. Thank y'all for hanging in there. That's how I know y'all love me. Cause I damn sure wouldn't. No, I'm just playing. Nah, I thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. On 11:30 at night. If you're in Baltimore, maybe come hang out with us this weekend. We'll be at the Benjamin Banneker Museum this Saturday. That's in Catonsville at the Jazz and Wine Festival, 3 to 5 p.m. I'm Chandra, myself, Micah Smith, Lester Wallace on drums. Corey Baker will be joining us. Join us next week. Artscape 2018. Can't miss it. 2018. We're going to be on the main stage again. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Michael. Gems, baby. I got to come up with like a thing for it. Gems? I don't know. G? How you... I know, right? I'm so extra. But I am really super excited. So, yeah, y'all, that's about it. I love y'all. Share the video with somebody who some free informational gems is cool for them. And I'll see y'all soon. I think it's digging on Dilla, man. I think it's digging in on Dilla or digging on Dilla. Because that's what we're doing right now. I think we nailed it. Hassan. So everybody, Hassan Maccabees Thomas. This the other thing. I'm sure y'all in a moment. This is what it's about for me. Hassan Maccabees Thomas. Everybody that's here, I want you guys to check him out. Hassan is my brother. My brother from all the way back. He was a part of my very, very, very first musical venture and adventure, which was my stage of hip hop when I got into hip hop. And him and I met in high school, and I gotta tell him the funny story. This is now we switch to the funny part of the. So we have a funny memory because when we first met, I heard of his group, which was called Wild Kingdom. And I loved them so much that I was like, man, I want to be affiliated with them. So when I met him, I forgot how he's able to tell it better than I, but it was basically like, we met each other, and I said, yeah, man, I'm part of this group called Wild Kingdom, man. And he was like, oh, word. Oh, word. So the joke is that I was part of another group, but I loved them so much that I was like, I wanted to be affiliated with them. And I knew they were in the school, so I was like, it's close enough, They rap, I rap, we all in the same school. But the joke is that he was actually in the group. So, yeah. we formed a friendship from there. We formed a friendship from there and made some of the best, hip hop that I've made with anyone. It was with my group. We were called Critically Acclaimed, and it was just great times. So, and that's another thing, you guys. Because listen, all right, now here we go. Here's the next part of it. If you have not listened to my podcast, man, seize a bell. I don't think you exist anymore, bruh. I think that's just your profile. Oh, man. Somebody else is saying Fugazi, bro. That can't be you. Because I haven't seen you, bro. How you doing, man? You got to hit me up, bro. I got some ideas. Plus, man, I just want to catch up with you, bro. I hope all is well. So, what I was saying was how these things all link. So, Hassan, one of my best friends, there's a connection. If you guys have to listen to, if you have not already, listen to, and even better yet, watch my podcast that's on my YouTube channel, and it's called You Don't Have to Be Perfect to Be Productive. I'm sorry, Facebook is asking me if I want to involve people in the video, and I was like, yeah, sure. Fugazi, bruh, I see you. Fugazi. We gotta let the world know what Fugazi means. Uh-oh. All right, look, I'm gonna bring you in, bruh, but you gotta be quiet. No, come on, you not gonna come in? I just saw you say you want to be in. You can jump on it, man. But look, all right, it's my cousin, y'all. Caesar Bell. He's an entertainer. He's a comedian. And, I just got great people. So, look, let me finish my sentence, right? Go to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Watch my podcast. Because, see, I have listening podcasts, and I also have podcasts that you can watch. You can do both. I'm creating it so that way people on the go can be able to listen, be inspired, learn, and not have any reason not to have useful information. And then for others that's visual, I'm going to get a new internet service because my Dilla keeps dropping out. For other people that's visual, I'm making video podcasts. And the reason why I'm doing that is because in addition to be able to listening to the audio, okay, cool, bro. In addition to listening to the audio, you'll be able to see the visuals that are on the screen. And the visuals are not just random, just anything random. There are specific quotes that are from my heart, or there's something that I feel is useful in addition to the what you're listening to as far as the video. See, my brain kind of works in weird ways. When I first released the podcast, one of my favorite people who's a follower of myself in the band, her name is Kai. Kai said, I love the podcast. I had to not watch the video because it was too much while I was listening to the podcast. And that was actually a good compliment. The reason why is because I know that the goal, and you guys will see it if you go to my YouTube channel, you don't have to be perfect to be productive. That's the name of the podcast. Watch it. There's several different experiences that you're supposed to have each time you experience the podcast, and it's supposed to be where it's not something that's a one and done. This isn't a one-hit wonder. That's not how I operate and how I think. Like, there's so much there. So you're supposed to listen to it because I'm saying a certain thing on a frequency. But then if you just watch and look at the quotes, you see how they all pull together. KJ, Mr. Purple Honey, is in the building at the right time, because now I'm about to go back. Hold up. Now I gotta hang with me, y'all. 3 seconds. J Dilla, Purple. I gotta play it because my man Ked Johnson popped in the building, and it's a Dilla night. Bruh, digging in. It's either gonna be digging in with Dilla or digging to Dilla. Chopping it up over Dilla. Chopping up some good information over Dilla. So the goal is that you are supposed to listen to the podcast and get one thing. If you pay attention to the visuals and either mute or listen, like after you've gotten that, you look at the visuals, it connects on a whole different level. And I mean, it's a lot of motivation in a very short time. Then the other thing is, and I should have made a bigger deal out of it at the beginning of the video, but I didn't think it would, some of you all may have gotten it. When the video starts, the very first thing, hey Desmond, hey Eddie Jones, the first thing that happens when the video starts is that you see the thanks, Michael. Thanks for subscribing to every channel you can find, bro. Thank you. So when the video starts, I say after you see the initial just the title screen for the podcast, the next thing that it says is that all music in this video made by a 17-year-old budding producer. And then right after that, you see a picture of me come up at the age of 17. And that was also for a particular reason, because the whole point of the podcast is that you don't have to be perfect to be productive. And when I was 17, I was clearly not perfect. I'm 36 and I'm still not. But that's a whole different podcast because I don't believe in the concept of perfection anyway. I believe it's a social construct, and we can talk about that on Philosophical Fridays. I really think I'm going to do it, y'all. The podcast, I'm looking at different days, different things. And I think I might do Philosophical Fridays because I'm ready to share with the world how I feel about everything. Yeah, some which y'all probably know already because you probably look at my post like, But the music in the video is made by me when I was 17 years old. And it's really special because until this day, a lot of people have not heard the music that I made when I was 17. And it was pretty cool, if I might say so myself. It was all right. But the bigger thing is that it was meant to show the progression, how every level, the most important thing that you could do is not worry about being perfect, just worry about being productive. Because productivity is all about that. So from there, the next thing is definitely cereal, because Caesar Bell says, how do you feel about Captain Crunch in a bowl, at midnight? Thing about it is, I feel some kind of way about it, but it's kind of hard to tell because the most feel that happens is that it goes down, bro. Except for I don't eat Captain Crunch. Except for the times when I do. And even then, I'm still not eating it. Go figure that out. Y'all don't know that's how we play. Y'all gonna see Caesar Bell, because again, that's gonna be another part of my personal brand. There's so much about me that you guys don't know that I'm interested in letting you know, like how I freestyle and flow. Used to do it back in the day. Yeah, her songs on the 1, 2, THO. See, like y'all don't know anything about that. And it's time to learn. All right, bro, you gotta hurry up and give me a thumbs up on that, because that wasn't too convincing, but and so you could let them know that and that the world could know too. I'm tripping, y'all. So, at any rate, yeah, check out the podcast. And yeah, even this expression right now, I want y'all to know who I am and have fun doing it. So, on that tip, I appreciate you guys. Who was that? All right, man. I'm gonna add you. Come on in, Caesar. Now this will be my first time. All right, approved. Now, I gotta make sure I know what I'm getting myself into. All right, I'm just playing, man. I tried to bring you on. Uh-oh. What's up, man?
Baby. Yo, what would it be like?
All right, so this is new for me.
All right.
This is the first time I've ever done this. So what I have to figure out is, are you here? No, it's like I can't hear you. I can't hear. No, your phone was right. You were right side up. Now you're upside down. But I actually have to figure. All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Oh, we back in the game now. Okay.
All right, let me see if I can turn me up, because for some reason I can't hear you guys. I can't hear anything. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get in on this, because I don't even know if I can get in on this. This is my first time. Hold on 1 second. See what we can work out here. See if I can put on headphones and hear you.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's see. Hello?
Yeah.
All right, now I can hear you.
Uh-oh. Got that cricket phone working now, baby. Yeah. Yo, hey, Kiel, I saw you tune in. What's up, baby? Purple Honey in the building. I saw Hassan on there. What's up, big dog? Oh, yo.
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm trying to catch an Uber on Pulaski Highway. Ain't none I'm riding by. Can't catch it.
That's because you're doing it the wrong way, bro. In order to catch an Uber on Pulaski Highway, you gotta go stand out in the middle of
In
the
the
street
street.
on. And look, you gotta make an Uber out of somebody that actually wasn't an Uber
Right.
as they were driving down.
I'm trying to bring Uber back to how it used to be out there like this. Ugh.
What
The
was
true
that to
Uber.
begin with? And did they do
Yeah.
that anywhere else but Baltimore? That was Baltimore,
Nowhere.
man.
Nowhere
Yeah,
else.
bro. That was
You know
Baltimore.
what I mean?
We got to talk about it. That was
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Well, that's a conversation we need to have. But yo, I
Yeah.
definitely been watching you, man. I appreciate you. Keep up the good work, bro. I
Yeah,
just
man.
got back in town. I just did like 5 shows at the Tampa Improv, and I just got back yesterday.
Nice. Nice, bro.
So I'm trying to get my stats up. So Mr. Purple Honey let me get on his stage. He still, for some reason, he don't want me to get on there.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
But yo,
Hey,
this
bro.
this this fun right here.
It is. I mean, I've
This
never
fun.
done it. This is fun. I mean, I could literally say this is just fun. So you know what this means, right? This means that we get a chance to be able to talk and talk about some of the stuff that we do and do what we do just like this and show
Right.
everybody the
Let
inside.
everybody see what's going on. Like
Because
the
if y'all
conversation
don't
never
know,
ends.
never ends, bro. So look,
Fugazi,
right?
baby.
Fugazi. We're gonna tell
Hey,
everybody
can I get a
what
ride?
all it is.
All right.
Right. So look, man. Hey, this was cool. This was cool. Thanks for coming on in, man. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna come back because, like I was telling people,
Right.
my goal at this point is to be able to promote everybody's brand and to be able to bring everybody, together and take it to the next level. So
I'm working on a brand new stomach. So letting everybody
there
watching,
you go.
you know what I'm saying? My stomach, I've been carrying around this old stomach for a long time, and I got a brand new one coming.
Exactly.
It's on the way.
Yeah. Michael, you say you would love to attend the shows, but you're in Tuscan chasing lizards. I feel you, bro.
What
I
he
feel
say?
you, bro. Michael said he would love to attend my show, but he's in Tuscan, at Tucson, I'm sorry,
Right.
chasing lizards. So yeah, bro, that would be something that would hold you back a day or two.
Yo, how
But
far is that door behind you? Yo, it seems like it go way back, like it's like
like the Sinbad hand.
like what you can't tell. Like this the medium street behind me right now, but I'm laying on the ground, so it's like the other way.
Yo, that is hilarious. Look, man, this is one of the things that I want to do and why I'm excited to bring you on for a second. So all the conversations, man, that we have about getting to the next level, man, and
Right.
just doing different things. So I was telling you didn't come in on the earlier part of the conversation, but I was telling people I have a concept coming out this week called gems, right? And you
Okay.
know how people say like you dropping gems, like somebody's dropping gems. So it's that side of the coin, but it's also I'm using it as an acronym, GEMS, giving everyone my science. Basically, what the concept is every conversation that I have from now on with anybody, helping them out with anything, the goal will be to help one person, to help everyone. So what
Right.
I'll do is we'll come on, we'll have a conversation like this, we'll laugh, we'll do some fun things, and we'll talk about life and how to get to the next level. And
Right.
then this will be shared with other people who I would also advise the same thing for their brand, their product, whatever they do, just whoever
Right.
they are. So yeah, man. And in the
Awesome, man.
process, we
I
get a
support
chance to learn. Yeah, and in the process, we get a chance to learn more about you and who you are, and just that kind of thing, man.
Well, I'm actually trying to figure out how to write a book without writing it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We're actually about without writing it down. I don't want to write it down.
yeah. I
You
feel
know,
you.
I don't even want to speak it. I just
Right,
want to write a book. But
write a book. Right.
without
What would
writing
be
it.
the name of it? Like if you did, like what would be the name of the book? No,
It would be called Who Knew?
who knew? Right, and
Who,
that would be the profile.
right. Who knew?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, it's been a blast, man. Look, man, I thank you for coming on here. Help me to actually figure this thing out because this is
Yo,
the first time I tried it. So I was like, it's
no
either gonna
problem,
be
man.
either the phone is gonna blow up or like this is gonna happen that we actually have a
Yo,
conversation.
I appreciate you, man. I love you to life. I love you to life, man. You know how we roll. But I think I
Yes,
found a
sir.
dead. I think I found a dead person. Can you see this? Look, somebody dead.
What is that? Wait a minute,
Wake
bro.
up!
Where?
If they don't give me a ride, I'm sure enough gonna take the car. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But yo, man, thank you for having me on, man.
Hey, man, ain't no
Appreciate it.
problem, man. Look, you be safe out there, bro. And if anybody mess with you, if anybody mess with you, bro, pick that medium up behind you and go bananas, son.
Bananas.
Hey,
Yo,
man, I
love you
love you,
too, man.
bro.
Keep up the good work, bro. And I'm watching, man. I'm always watching, champ.
I
Always.
appreciate you, man. And I'll talk to
Later,
you real
dog.
soon, bro. All right,
All
be
right.
safe, bro. I'll see y'all later. Peace.